Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn remaining lesson of chapter number 4, that is vegetation and wildlife. So in previous class we have understood what is ecosystem. What is ecosystem? Ecosystem is a combination of lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Okay, it creates the balance between living thing and non-living thing, or we can say it creates the balance between plants and animals. Then we have learned natural vegetation. What is natural vegetation? Natural vegetation refer to the plant that grow naturally in an environment. We have learned different biomes. Okay, now there are 5 types of biomes, that is desert, aquatic, forest and grassland, tundra. Now then we have learned Mediterranean forest, coniferous forest, tropical deciduous forest, temperate deciduous forest, grassland, desert vegetation and tundra vegetation. Now today we are going to learn about the natural vegetation of India. What kind of natural vegetation we found in India? So shall we begin with that? Okay. Now nearly 22% of the total geographical area of India is covered with forest. Some are very dense or moderate dense, while some are open forest and shrubs with scattered areas and thorny bushes. There is a wide variety in distribution of temperature, amount of rainfall and physical feature. The 5 major categories of natural vegetation of India are tropical green vegetation, tropical deciduous forest, thorn forest, tidal forest and mountain forest. They are vary in leaf type, leaf shape, leaf shading, regime and flower types. So there are 5 categories of deciduous, 5 categories of vegetations which were found in India, that is tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, thorn forest and mountain forest, tidal forest. We are going to see these one by one in little bit elaborate manner. Let's start with tropical evergreen forest. Tropical evergreen forests are found in area where rainfall is more than 200 centimeter, like parts of West Bengal and Orissa, the northeastern states, the western slope of Western Ghats and the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Important trees are mahogany, cinchona, ebony, rosewood. They yield hardwood. Now, what is tropical rainforest? Tropical rainforest found in the area where is a 200 centimeter rainfall happens. Now, basically, these kind of forests were found nearly in West Bengal and Orissa, and Western Ghats and Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, let's move on to the tropical deciduous forest. Tropical deciduous forests are found in the northern plain and peninsular India, where the rainfall is between 75 and 200 centimeter. They have economically valuable species like sandalwood, sal, teak, sesame, neem, bamboo, mango. These are hardwood trees and are less dense than the evergreen forest. Now, what is tropical evergreen forest? In tropical evergreen forest, rainfall is more than 200 centimeter and dense one. Whereas in tropical deciduous forest, rainfall lies between 75 to 200 centimeter and it is not very dense forest. What is thorn forest then? Thorn forests are found in area of very little rainfall like Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab and drier part of the Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Deccan Plateau. Trees like babool, kikar and khajur along with thorny shrubs are found here. The thorn forest is basically found in a dry area such as Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab. Okay, now what kind of trees are found? Babool, kikar, khajur. These kinds of trees were found. Let's move on to the tidal forest. Also known as mangrove forest, these forests are found along the delta of rivers on the eastern coast. Sundarban have the largest stretch of tidal forest. The trees in these forests can survive in both saline and fresh water with special breathing root called phenomatophore. Sundari is the most common tree found here. These forests are also found in the delta of river Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. So basically tidal forest is found near the delta area. Now delta area is the land which is covered by three main rivers. It's a kind of basically it's a kind of in a triangle shape. Now where delta basically tidal forest found near delta of Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Sundarban, etc. Mountain forest. The vegetarian changes with change in altitude in the mountain forest. Deciduous forest trees such as sal and bamboo are found up to the altitude of 800 meter. Cedar and deodar are found up to height of 3000 meter. About 3000 meters, softwood trees like blue pine and rhododendron beech grows. Beyond that altitude, there is not much vegetation except alpine meadow and scattered stunned rhododendron. So mountainous forest basically as it name suggests, the mountainous forests are the forests which is basically found around the mountain area. It is not very dense forest. Okay. Now, how to conserve forest? How can we, what kind of role we can play in order to conserve the forest? We will going to see one by one. Conservation of forests. Forests are an important resources and it's necessary that we conserve them. They provide the natural habitat for various animals and provide us with wood for timber and fuel. Forests trigger rainfall, prevent soil erosion, maintain the groundwater level flood. Large-scale deforestation had to ecological imbalance. Depletion in forest cover has led to excessive carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, resulting in global warming. So now, for how we can what is happen if we don't conserve forest? If we don't conserve forest, if we don't preserve forest, there will be a soil erosion, flood. There is a imbalance, ecological imbalance. The forest get, if forest get slowly depleted, or if we cut forest slowly, there is a excessive carbon dioxide in the atmosphere which may result in global warming. Now, though forests are renewable resources, they take a long time to regenerate. Awareness program like Van Mahotsav and social forestry should be increased. Efforts have to be taken to use substitute which would discourage deforestation. Large-scale afforestation and tree plantation should be encouraged. The National Forestry Action Program aims at increasing the forest cover. Wasteful agricultural practice like shifting cultivation should be discouraged. Restriction on quarry and mining would avoid removal of forest cover. Forest fire should be prevented and people should be encouraged to participate in joint forestry program initiated by government. So how can we preserve it? We can preserve through Van Mahotsav by celebrating Van Mahotsav. We can preserve through social forestry. We can discourage of deforestation, large scale forest. We can do large scale afforestation. We can plant more trees. We can encourage some programs which is related to the forest. Let's move on to the wildlife. Wildlife refer to a variety of life forms, bird, fish, reptiles and other animals that live together in natural surroundings. There is a close relationship between wildlife and vegetation in region. Natural vegetation provides suitable habitat for animal life. Within a habitat, plants and animals live together, interact with each other and are interdependent. The types of wildlife present in an area corresponds with the type of vegetation that grows in that area. There is a balance in nature if the relative numbers of species is not disturbed. So wildlife refers to the life form or a form of life like fish, bird, other animals. Now, how wildlife is related to natural vegetation? Wildlife depend upon the vegetation, that kind of vegetation exists in that particular region, in that which helps the wildlife to survive. So, with the habitat, plants and animals live together, interact and with each other and are interdependent. Wildlife of the world. Equatorial forests, swamp, grassland of Africa are home to rich and varied animals like rhinoceros, hippopotamus, crocodile, monkey, deer, giraffe, zebra, elephant, cheetahs, leopard, birds, and insects. Camel, fox, lizard, scorpion, donkeys, and rats are common animals found in the desert along with ostrich. The common animals found in Australia are kangaroo, wallaby, koala bear, platypus, dingo, kookaburra, and emu. In European, polar bear, reindeer, Arctic fox, bear, sheep, rabbit, nightingale, partridge, and skylark are found. Brown bears, reindeer, Arctic fox, and polar bears are found in North America along with caribou, mountain lions, wild asses, wild sheep, and hares. South America is the richest in wildlife. It has a variety of monkeys, iguanas, pumas, jaguars, reptiles like snakes and anaconda, and birds like condor and rheas, armadillo, and llama are also found here. Wildlife of India. India is home to rich variety of animals. Lion, tiger, monkey, peacock, deer, antelope, langur, and jackals are found widely. Elephants are found in the forest of peninsular India and in Assam. Asiatic lion is found only in Gir forest of Gujarat. The one-horned rhinoceros are found in the marshy forest of Assam and the forest of West Bengal. While the snow leopard is found only in Himalayas, ordinary leopards are found all over India. Gaur, the Indian bison, is found in peninsular region and Chota Nagpur plateau. Snakes, crocodile, and alligators are found in the rivers and marshes. Peacock, parrot, pigeons, ducks, cranes, kingfishers, and pheasants are common species of birds in country. India has 2,000 species and such as egret, heron, stork, and cormorant also breed in winter. But how can we conserve the wildlife? Human activities in several parts of the world have distributed the natural habitat of many species. Increasing incident of approaching have resulted in a sharp decline in the number of species. Man has cleared forests for cultivation or to get wood, overhunted the animal, overfished the ocean, and polluted the land and water. While some animals have become extinct, many have become endangered with drastic reduction in their habitat. It is important to protect our wildlife resources for a better future. Laws have been made to prevent the hunting of birds and animals. Wild sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, and national parks were established by several state governments and the central government for wildlife conservation. The Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora is an international agreement to conserve species of plants and animals. The Indian Wildlife Protection Act was implemented in 1952 with many provisions for protecting habitats. The program aimed at banning hunting, giving legal protection to habitat, and restricting trade in wildlife and derived animal products. Several products are announced by the central government to protect highly endangered animals such as the tiger, hangur, rhinoceros, Asiatic lion, and some crocodile species. The Indian elephant, the great Indian bustard, the black buck, and the snow leopard have been added to the list of protected animals. Wildlife Action Program aimed at conservation of wildlife. The World Wide Fund for Nature, that is WWF, is an international organization to promote wildlife conservation. WWF was established in 1962. So, in this, as you can see here, in this is the map which shows the different kinds of wildlife sanctuaries in India. Here we can see Sundarban, Kanjiranga, Valley of Flower, Great Himalayan National Park, Coblet National Park, Bharatpur, Rambathor, Sarisaka, Wildlife Sanctuaries, Naval Sanctuary, Gill Sanctuary. These are the national sanctuaries of India. And that's all for today. Have a good day. Have a nice